This is the eWomen Podcast Network.
Welcome to Make Your Passion Pay. I'm Luann Beekler, creator of the Make Your Passion Pay Playbook, your host and guide on this exciting journey to building joyful and successful work environments. Known as the Little Spark, I've helped countless individuals and businesses ignite their potential through transformational coaching, creating thriving businesses and joyful workplaces. I have experienced the challenges of leaving toxic workplaces and building something better. I bring firsthand wisdom to help you align your work with your values. With insights drawn from working alongside world-renowned leaders and a deep passion for community and connection, I'm here to show you how to lead with joy and purpose. Let's dive into today's episode and start making your passion pay. Hi everyone, it's Luann B again, the Little Spark, with the Make Your Passion Pay podcast. Welcome back. I'm super excited to be with you today. I want to talk today about the eWomen Network Icon Conference that I just attended last week, because so much of it resonated with the Make Your Passion Pay conversation. So, as a reminder, right, we talk about the 6 C's in the Make Your Passion Pay playbook. That would be clarity, connection, community, collaboration, commitment, and creativity. And what I have found since I created those is a lot of other words that begin with C that come up in the conversation. So the book expands, the playbook will expand. We're just going to keep capturing those C words that are so critical. There's another one that are so critical to making your passions pay. And so if you're unfamiliar with the eWomen Network, let me start by sharing a little bit about that so you understand. I think many people know that I'm a 20 plus year BNI member and an avid networker. And I love the BNI philosophy of giver's gain, and that we come together in community to support each other in achieving our goals and doing business around the consistent conversation of passing referrals among our members, that we become an extension of other people's teams, an extension of their sales force to be able to help them grow their business through referrals. And I love the giver's gain philosophy, and I think I will be a lifer in BNI. So if you want to know more about that, ask me that. But I tell you about that because eWomen Network seems very similar and yet so different. And one of the things that sets eWomen Network apart is, yep, you got it. It's for women. Its focus is on women, although we don't exclude men. There are members that are men in the network, smart men who know that women are their clients. And so they're hanging out with their clients and their potential clients. And let me tell you, in that room of likely 600 women, the powerful women that are in this group are amazing. We have an award for Made It to $1 million for every woman who makes it to $1 million annually in her business. And the stage is getting fuller every year. So Kym Yancey is the founder of eWomen Network. She will be a guest one day on the show. And her mission is to have 1 million women making $1 million annually in their businesses. So eWomen's got a very fabulous set of core values that we live on, one of which is lifting others as we climb, supporting each other with mutual respect and the power of good intention. And I love that we live by the core values of eWomen Network consistently. We ground in them every time we meet. Every day at the conference, we ground in them to remind us. And this is the most important of the first concepts I want to talk about today. And that is the other C. It falls under connection in the playbook, but it's about your core values. every organization, no matter what size, needs to have a set of core values that creates the foundation on which they live. It improves communication in an organization. It improves decision making and makes you have more confidence that you're making decisions consistently in alignment with your core values. So they keep you grounded in your original mission and vision, and they become a decision-making tool in every decision you make in your organization, that you stay in alignment with those core values. And Dr. Ivan Meisner, founder and chief visionary officer of BNI, says, culture eats strategy for breakfast. And the core values are the foundation of creating culture in your organization. And what he says is that no matter what the strategies you apply, without the foundation of strong core values, you will falter. You will have failures. You will get off track. Why get off track? When something as simple as a set of core values that guide your every decision can keep you in alignment with your mission and your vision. And so if you have yet to establish those for your organization, number one priority. Now, that said, I really actually got to step back to the conversation of clarity, because you have to be clear on that mission before you can establish your core values. And in the marketing presentation by Kym Yancey during the conference, it was about clarity. Crystal clear clarity, 3 C's, and where you're going, what you're creating, and who you are serving and why, and what sets you apart. And it is my belief that passions are what set you apart. That uniqueness lies in your heart, in your passions, and what you want to create in the world, who you are and how you deliver that to the world. And I watched him over and over again, asking people, trying to drill down in his coaching, what makes you unique? What makes you different as a bookkeeper? What makes you different as a CPA? What makes you different in whatever it is that you do? Let me tell you, there is a lot of coaches that were in that audience, a lot of professional speakers, a lot of transformational leaders and motivators. And each one of us has a unique capacity, a unique individual personality, unique experiences and knowledge to share with our clients. And so you really need to drill into that which makes you passionate about what you do and who you coach to set yourself apart. And I hope you all know that my mission is to help people live in joy. Enjoy their work, enjoy their life, make their passions pay so they can enjoy what they're doing in their business every day, see the impact and feel the results of them living their passion and their mission. And so clarity, connection through core values, right? Collaboration is the other one I wanted to discuss tonight. One of our 6 C's. And that's what I think sets eWomen Network also more uniquely apart from BNI, is we're all in that room there to collaborate. Now, actually, both organizations are, right? We collaborate around referrals in BNI, and in eWomen Network, we collaborate around like-minded values and opportunities to work together to create a win-win situation for both businesses that help to support our clients. And so that collaboration builds as you build your community. And when you can clearly share with people what your mission is, which makes it also possible for you to clearly see who are your right collaborative partners. Knowing their core values and your core values and that they particularly align can make you very confident in the partnerships, the collaborations that you create. And as Sandra always says, no one does this alone. I don't care what size business, again, that you're building, even me as an independent coach and transformational leader, I need a support system. BNI, eWomen Network are two of my very strongest support systems, and where I build my communities, build my collaborative partners, and still get more clear myself from time to time on what it is I'm trying to accomplish in helping you make your passions pay. So, what organizations are you a part of? Where are you building your community? What tools are you using to meet people to collaborate with? Just interviewed an individual for a future guest opportunity who talked about building community in LinkedIn and making sure your LinkedIn profile is opening doors for that possibility of collaboration, connection. And there, you want to be able to share your core values as well. So, the other one that comes up all the time is commitment. It takes a commitment to create your core values, to live them, and to make your passions pay. There's no overnight get rich quick scheme here. It is a very structured process and system that we use to help people get clear, establish core values, create what we call a cultural action plan of exactly how you're going to move forward. It's not a 10-year business plan like you might have seen, or even a 5-year in a traditional business plan model. It's an inspiring strategic plan that only looks forward in actions for the next year to 2 years, because more than that is overwhelming and it gets to be too much. And last but not least, in today's segment, I want to talk about money mindset. Well, where's the C in that, you might say, Luann? I got to tell you, 3-4 hours, I believe it was, that Sandra Yancey spent on talking to us about money mindset and getting yourself in the right money mindset. And she reminded me of a lesson I learned from someone else. And that's Mr. Ken Honda, one of the wealthiest men in Japan, who was on the Transformational Leadership Council with me and Sandra. And Ken talks about money as currency. It is the flow of currency. That's what we call it, right? And so Sandra was talking about flow. You need to put money in flow. When we hold tightly to money and we're afraid and we don't have enough and we live in scarcity, well, then that's exactly what happens. We get more scarcity. And so we need to be willing to put our money out there, invest in ourselves, invest in our business to create the flow of currency, the infinite flow of currency, just like electricity. Isn't that interesting? There's our other C, currency. So in your money mindset, remember to think of the flow of currency. And what Ken says, you also have to be grateful for every piece of business. Every time you pay a bill, every time you receive money, you need to be grateful. And the word in Japan is arigato. Arigato, arigato, arigato for the currency flowing through my life. So if you remember nothing else, remember that simple thank you, arigato, and watch the flow of currency in your life. Appreciate the flow of currency in your life. That which we appreciate appreciates. You'll hear me say that often. Another great tip. She talked about money. The power of money is feminine. Everything is energy, and the power of money is feminine. So if money is energy and money is female, then money is designed to procreate. That comes from our friend Dawa Phillips. We'll talk more about him and get him on the show too, right? But Make Your Passions Pay is about monetizing what you love to do. That's what I want for you. I want you to go out and do what you love in service to people who love what you do. Thank you, Steve Farber, for my favorite quote. Do what you love in service to people who love what you do. And when you are authentically in that flow, the currency will flow as well for you, and you will make money doing what you love. Stay with us on Make Your Passions Pay for more insights on the 6 C's of the Make Your Passion Pay playbook and all the other C words we'll come up with. Make a commitment to show up for the podcast every week, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next time. Have a great evening. Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in to Make Your Passion Pay. If today's episode inspired you, I'd love for you to subscribe, leave a rating, and share your thoughts in a review. Every listener makes a difference in spreading this mission of joy and purpose. Want to take the next step? Share this episode with your friends, colleagues, or anyone looking to build a thriving, values-driven workplace. Together, we can create communities where passion fuels success. Until next time, remember, when you lead with joy, you inspire greatness. Let's keep making your passion pay.